Alright guys, so welcome to a brand new video. So in this video I want to show you guys a very simple 1 minute scalping strategy. This strategy is insane, like it's insane. So the first thing you want to do is come to this indicator section here and search for an indicator called moving average exponential. So once you search that, you click on it and it will be added to your chart. So once it's added, then you can just tweak some settings, like change a little bit of settings, change the length from 9 to 200. So you can play around with the settings and spice things up to your own taste. So that for this I'll be using the white EMA. So how the strategy works is very simple. Let me bring up my drawing tool and explain to you guys in depth on how the strategy works. So let's say this is the EMA line. Let's just assume that this is the moving average line. Let me change it to white. And you spot this EMA line in the market. So what you want to do is wait for price to break above the 200 EMA line. So let me not just rush and jump the gun, because on my last videos a lot of you guys got confused on how I was explaining the strategy. So in this one I'll be very more careful on how I explain the strategy. So let's say price is like ranging below, going up and down below this 200 EMA line. Let me use this drawing tool real quick. Let's say at one point price was clearly below this 200 EMA line, and all of a sudden price came out, broke out from this 200 EMA line. So this is the first thing you should take note of, which is the breakout. So once you spot this breakout, what you want to do next is wait for price to retrace. All right, you want to wait for a retracement, something like this. Let me change the color real quick. All right, so something like this, wait for a retracement, and price must, guys, price must retest this 200 EMA line. It could be with the wick, it could be with its body, but price must come back and touch this 200 EMA line. So once price touches the line, what you want to do next is let me make this more clear. So once price retrace back to this 200 EMA line, you want to wait for price to take out these highs. All right, so for me, like the rules is, once price goes up, comes back down to retrace, this is like the first case scenario, like this is the first confluence. So if price should come back and take out this high, so this is clearly indicating to me that price is up to something here, like price is up to something real good here. So it's clearly telling me that okay, price is about to go up. But I'm not just blindly take a trade here for a buy, because price could just literally smash through and annihilate your stop loss. So what you want to do is wait for the perfect entry. All right, this is our area of interest. This is our confluence area of interest, but now we're looking for the perfect entry. So what you want to do now is wait for an FVG, right, a fair value gap zone. So let's say this is a red candlestick. Sorry guys, I made a mistake. This should be a green candlestick. All right, this should be a green candlestick. So guys, at one point I was using red candlestick as my bullish candlestick, and I was using the green candlestick as my bearish candlestick. It was just something I did just to make me understand the market even more, because I don't want to rely on the candlestick colors to take my trades at that point. But let me just use the more standard and default candlesticks for you guys. So I'm so sorry for confusing you guys like this. I'm honestly sorry. So let me just change everything real quick. All right, so as you can see, bullish candlestick broke out the retracement, and then this bullish candlestick broke above the highs here. So this average shows up, then you take a trade. This is the average zone. If you don't know what an average zone means, it's the imbalance in price. So once you spot that, this gap, this imbalance gap in price, then you take a trade here, buy your stop loss slightly below this lows here, and your take profits could be whatever you want, a 1 to 1, a 1 to 2, a 1 to 1.5, a 1 to 2.5, whatever. But let me show you guys a real life example, of this setup. So let me look for one real quick. Alright guys, so I found this entry here. So as you can see, price broke above this 200 EMA line, but price clearly did not close above this highs here, like this one here. So this is an invalid setup. What closed was only the wick, guys. Please, thank God I saw this setup. If a wick closes above, then it's not a valid setup. We need to see a candlestick body close above, guys. When the candlestick body closes above, it has more significance to it than just the wick. So that's the rule. The candlestick must close, the candlestick body must close above this highs here. So that was invalid. Then, you know, this breakout happened, and you know, price still okay. Price hasn't retraced back to the 200 EMA line. So let's just replay. All right, so price already retraced back to the 200 EMA line, guys. Like I said, for the retracement, it could be a candlestick wick or a body. So whichever one you see is fine. All right, so this is our retracement. So now we want price to break below this, you know, this lowest point here. I think it's the lowest point here. So once price breaks below this lows here, then we'll be looking to take our trade off an FVG zone. So let's wait. All right, so price closed below. All right, so can we see an FVG? No, not yet. So let's play out this candlestick more. All right, so we spot this FVG zone here, this one. I'm not honestly sure if this ended up being a setup, but I don't think price would retrace back. But let's just see what's up. So maybe you can put your stop loss, like I said, guys. You can put your stop loss above the FVG zone. Like if you've been more aggressive, I wouldn't suggest you being aggressive in this kind of setup. You could just put your stop loss above that candlestick that formed the FVG, which is this one somewhere here. All right, or you can put it above here, guys. It depends on what you want. But all right, guys, so to be more conservative and to be more secure in the market, I would suggest you put your stop loss above this highs here. Guys, look at this 1 2 3 candlestick formed this FVG, so you can put it above the third candlestick, which is up here, for a more conservative entry, like for a more conservative stop loss, so you don't get triggered in unnecessarily and get triggered out instantly. So let's just play this straight out and see what's up. So we got triggered in. Let's see, you know, price kept going in our favor, and yep, bam, we got, you know, we took our take profit by 2-1. So if you had, you know, taking your stop loss here, then obviously you got stopped out. If you had the stop loss above here, then you got stopped out too. That's why I say for a more conservative entry, you know, and to not get your stop loss triggered in way too easily, then that is the best, you know, way to put your stop loss, at least based on this strategy. All right, based on this strategy. So let's just play this out and see where price. So as you can see, price just keeps, you know, falling and going all the way down. So as you can see, this one was a 4.24 to 1 on just this one trade, which is beautiful, honestly. So guys, that's all for this video. If you found value in this video, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and you know, if you want to join the VIP signals group, DM me on Instagram and I'll set you up. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.